right, shalom. First and foremost, as always, I like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto the Most High and His only begotten Son. Call Halayim La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Werkak Radash. Okay, double honors unto the apostles and elders, a great millstone, rule teach well, Wabarakathum, unto the hopeful elect. Alright, now today through the Spirit, I want to go into a video entitled E is Scared. Right? And then when I say E, I'm talking about Esau, Edom. You know, the Rothschilds, the Oppenheimers, these top banking families, Rockefellers, okay, these little hats. Alright? They're scared. Okay? That's why you have precepts like Malachi 1 and 14 where it describes how basically it's at the beginning of the verse, it speaks about how like the Lord ain't accepting that whack sacrifice. Like, cursed be the man that give it that lamb that's not right. But then at the bottom it says that the name of the Lord is dreadful among the heathen or the nations. Malachi 1 and 14. You see, so when they hear the true names of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, it's dreadful because they understand that we're returning back into that heritage that they tried to hide from us for all these years. You see, when you go into those ancient relics, not even that many years ago, James Adier, you had the Northern Kingdom, you know, which is Native American, Seminole Indians, which Gad, Reuben, and you have all the other tribes. You can find them show they were using the Paleo Hebrew, and then even the so-called Negroes, you know, they were speaking Hebrew back then. You see, they have history that traces back to show that they were using the Hebrew language when you study it, man. So they already knew. And then even going even deeper, you have things like Russian icons, so on and so forth, that show that really the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Indians were the true Israelites according to the Bible. Okay, they fulfilled the prophecies, and the history links and backs it up. You see? So when they see us trying to return back into that heritage, they get scared. You see, that's why you have them attacking anti-Shem so much. I'm gonna say Shem because you're writing another thing, they'll flag the video. But that's really what that means. Shem, S-H-E-M. Okay? Shem. Okay? Which means name, and that's one of the sons of Noah. You see? So the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American Indians, they're all Shemitic anyway. So they can't be anti-Shem if they're already Shemitic anyway, right? They're not Hamitic, not Canaanites, all right? But back to what I was going into, they're having a big attack on anti-Shem. All right, anybody that's against the quote-unquote little hats, which they call themselves Judeans, right? They're saying they're Judah, the southern kingdom, when they didn't fulfill any of the prophecies to be the southern kingdom. And also, to add on to that, the prophecies state how it'll be the northern and southern kingdom. All right, the kingdom of Israel and the kingdom of Judah, not just the kingdom of Judah. Okay, so there's a tribe of Gad, tribe of Reuben, tribe of Naphtali, the tribe of Asher, the tribe of Ephraim. All of them are missing over there because they didn't fulfill the prophecies, really. When we go back into the land, all of the tribes are going to be there. You see what precepts prove that? Okay, you go to Ezekiel, the 37th chapter, Ezekiel 36. It describes how it's going to be, they're both going to be one stick. It's not going to be separate no more. And then we're going to have David, our king. Okay. Then you go to Ezekiel 36. It describes a new covenant. We're all going to get the laws, statutes, and commandments in our inward parts. Okay. That's going to happen to all of the tribes of Israel. Not just the Judeans. Okay. Not just the southern kingdom. So they didn't fulfill that. Those little hats are not fulfilling those prophecies. Also, you go to Isaiah, the 2nd chapter. You go to Micah, the 4th chapter. It describes how when the Israelites go back into the land, the kingdom of Israel, they're going to put all the other nations in righteousness, meaning they're going to all worship the Lord. But meanwhile, you look over there, there's people that are Islamic, there's people that are into Christianity, in all types of ways. You see? So that's okay. So when the true Israelites go back into the land, everybody's going to be forced to worship the Lord, the creator of the heavens and earth. It's not going to be no different religions and all other ways to go, right? That's how the prophecy says it's going to go. You see Malachi 4, Isaiah the 2nd chapter. So they didn't fulfill that. You see, but when anybody speaks out against them, they attack you. All right, they shut you up. You see, anybody that speaks out against the little hats, they're gonna make you be quiet. Okay, so that's how you know. That's how you can understand and know that they're not really the true people. And they've stolen many identities. All right, they said they're the true Polynesian or the island. No, you have the island people. You see, they quote unquote claim to be the true island people. They claim they were the true Egyptians, because you look at movies, you got Egyptians who were, they were clearly Hamites, according to the Bible. They'll have them being pale skinned, and they were in fact very dark people. You see, because they steal identities, and that's why you have them stealing the identity of the true Israelites right now. You see, so the name of the Lord is fearful to them. That's why you have Revelation 11, how it speaks about how after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life shall enter into them. The spirit of life is talking about the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And it will enter into the true Israelites. And it says, great fear fell among them that seen them. You see, and I'm talking about Revelation 11 and 12. Revelation 11 and 12. You see, and great fear is upon them, because they flag our videos for speaking the true understanding of the scriptures, of the Bible, the prophecies, the end time prophecies. They'll flag your video for speaking about it. You see? So that they're doing that because what? They're scared. Great fear is falling upon them, because they know that we're prophesying the downfall of this wicked kingdom that's set up. This dominion that we're in right now is extremely against what the Lord stood for and what he put in the scriptures. So that's why this place is going to be taken down. That's why the Lord has all this evils happening in the earth, because he's getting ready to judge this. This is not acceptable to the Lord. You see, in the Most High's true name is Yahweh. His son's name is Yahweh Shai. All right, and that's dreadful to these top elite, these Rothschilds, Rockefellers, Oppenheimers. Okay, they don't like to hear the truth, the true understanding. Okay, so they're gonna attack the real believers, because they don't want this true word to go out. Who the true Israelites are, who the Edomites are, right, and what the fate of them is, because they know that they're Edomites. They know that they're the wicked that the Bible speaks of, right? The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. That's Job 9 and 24. They know that they fulfill that, so that's why they get mad when you bring out the scriptures on them, man. They don't want this word to go out. They don't want to hear their fate, their true judgment, what's going to happen to them for how they've done wickedness to the Israelites, and they've even done wickedness to non-Israelites. All right, look at Gaza. What's going on over there? Straight up just killing people by means of just obtaining the land and trying to take their resources. Then they attack Venezuela. You see, that's completely unjust, man. You see, because that's how the wicked operates. You see, doing just straight genocide and stuff, man. And that's what they did to the northern kingdom as well. Gad and Reuben, which Gad and Reuben go back to the Native American Indians, the Seminole Indians. You have the Taínos, the Edomites, which they call themselves Europeans. They're not even real Europeans, but they call themselves Europeans, and all those different ethnicities, like Christopher Columbus, all these guys, they straight up just wiped out the northern kingdom, man. You see, straight up just killed a whole bunch of the Native American Indians and Seminole Indians. Genocide, man, as they're ruling the earth. You see, they came over here. The Native American Indians taught them how to grow food in the land. Taught them how to basically live over here in the Americas. And guess what they did? They killed them all. They damn near wiped them out. The Native American Removal Acts. You see, you had the Trail of Tears. This is what the wicked was prophesied to do in the scriptures, man. All right. So that's what the wicked will be doing, and the Lord is going to bring a judgment unto them for that, man. And that's what we're publishing and proclaiming. You see what the Lord said is going to happen on the planet Earth, right? And they hate that. That's why you also have scriptures like even like basically in James the 4th chapter, even the devils fear and tremble at the names of the Lord. They fear because they know how powerful the power we serve is, man. You see, all power is given from the Lord. So when you see when you deal with people, we talking about demons and all that stuff. Well, who created all the demons? Who the worldly calls Jesus created them all. His name is Yahushai. He made all spirits. That's why John 1:1 states that the Word in the beginning was the Word, and was through him all things were made. Colossians 1:15 and 16. You see, it says he made all principalities, all dominions, all kingdoms. You read the scripture, just says that. That's talking about the Messiah. You see? Oh, they park terrible. That's talking about the Messiah, man. He created all things. So that's why they fear and tremble the true names. You see, and that's why it's the importance of us calling upon those names, man. Because those names are going to be how we get delivered. Those names are powerful. All right, the name of Yahweh and the name of Yahushai. That's why Joel, the 2nd chapter, you know, it speaks about that. It's about how the Lord shall be delivered, and it shall be deliverance out of Zion. You see, out of the Lord's true people, because Zion is like a mountain, right? And the Lord describes the mountain of his people as being the top mountain, or the top government or kingdom. Okay, so the Lord's going to deliver his people. You see, that's how the prophecy is going to play out. All right, the Lord's going to bring deliverance to his people, and he's going to subject everybody else. But that's the point, you know, I wanted to go into, man.